Hi, I'm Tom from Just One Pack, and this is AC On, the short Alpha Clash podcast where I talk all things Alpha Clash on my way to work. Today I'm not driving to work. I have a work from home day. I'm that lucky, so I'm able to do that. So I am just going to sit at my desk, talk to you for a short while, and get on with my work, really. So the thing is, my YouTube channel, where most of you listen to this, have just, or at least I think most of you are listening to this, has just reached 200 subscribers. To anyone subscribed, thank you very much. To anyone not subscribed, please do so and share it if you don't mind. If there's any value to you in this, please do so. And I want to do something special. So I sat down and wanted to make a new kind of video, because I've been spent some time setting up a studio where I can actually film something. It's not just the map on the table. So I did that. Maybe a bit premature. Here's the thing. I'm making a tier list of the contenders in the new upcoming set, Genesis Returns, which comes out November 8th. I'm doing that both because I want to test out my new studio and video cam and stuff like that, but also I think they're really interesting. So I wanted to talk about them for a bit. The thing is that just before I started recording that, some bloke on the Discord have made an almost complete list of all the cards from Genesis Returns that has been spoiled, yeah, but they had a pre-release at the Clash Ground Miami last weekend, and he collected images and texts and cost and all the information about those cards from there, which is a tremendous work. So, well done, man. You have made quite an effort, and it's really cool. The thing is, I should have been looking through that list a little bit more closely before I started talking about, especially one character, one contender. So, the contender in question is Moxie, the Vanguard of Earth. Which I'm not going to change what I said in the video, because I still stand by it. Hopefully, I will be eating my words for that. But I was doubting whether the red Moxie would be really good, or just sort of she's fun to play good. And I'm sort of, well, I'm not gonna say exactly where I put her, but let's just say I already spotted that she is a top 8 in the sealed event, of the pre-release event at Clash Grounds Miami. That should have told me something. But after that, and only after I recorded it, I'm supposed to edit it today or tomorrow. I started looking through how much support there is actually for a red Moxie deck. For those who doesn't know, what she want to do is she wants to create badges. Whenever someone dies, she creates a badge. And so a lot of these new mechanics, that is the badges, that is the when Weapon came out with the grenades, when in Genesis Returns there is this contender weapon set up with Kagan. Whenever there comes such a new way of thinking, a new way of winning, diminish in Lin, something like that. The set it comes out with doesn't quite support doesn't quite support it enough to be a viable thing. Only those blokes at the Rising Empire Studio, I think they're clever blokes, because the next set that comes out sort of supports them just that little bit more to make them viable. So that's why I from the beginning thought I might be eating my Moxie words for the red Moxie, the Vanguard of Earth. Now, the old Moxie, she is, if not good, then she's in a good place. And with a little bit more support, she could be in a real good place, I think, without being more than a casual player. But red Moxie, I was going through the card list, trying to sort of figure out how much interaction with these badges there were, and there isn't. There's only 3 cards in the entire set, to the extent that we know today, that does anything with badges. That is the Moxie Contender. There is the badge itself, of course, and then a single clash card called Moxie Recruiting the Best, a common clash card, by the way, which when it enters creates one of these red badge weapons. And I thought that is not enough for this. The thing is, they're weapons, and there are techniques to sacrifice them, or accessories. There's a way to sacrifice them and get something, and that is a lot more support than just those 3 cards for weapons in the next set. So I completely missed all the weapon support that is in there. For instance, there is I think in Unrivaled we had Suit Up, where you can sort of go fetch something. I think it's an epic, where you can go fetch a weapon from your Oblivion and sort of attach it to a clash card you control. Excellent card, but it's at epic level, so most people won't open a ton of them, or at least I hope for the game that most people won't open a ton of them, because that means there's a lot of casual players. So, but in this set, what comes now is that there are similar types of things, such as the uncommon clash ground called Weapons Depot, where you can, when you play it, when it enters, you can sort of pick anything out of your Oblivion. So if your Moxie Heavy Power Armor just happened to have been stuffed in there, you get it back into your accessory zone, which is nice, from your Oblivion. And you can attach it, of course, and at the same time. A really cool thing is that's a black card supporting sort of the old Moxie thing, but you can pay any color to attach weapons. So if you're running a black-red Moxie, even if it's the old Moxie, or the new Moxie for that matter, you can pay whatever color you got left. So if you're paying a three-color deck, you can just attach with whatever you got left. I think that will make if not a huge difference, but it makes a lot of difference in sort of the weapon strategy. Ballistic shield, weapon, common level, which is a weapon you can attach that gives your card safeguard. I think that is very important, or at least I believe it is. And finally, for Weapon specifically, or at least at first I thought it was Weapon specifically, but you can use it just as well with either red or black Moxie. You get the grenade launcher, which starts making your grenades much more powerful because you can target them much better. You don't have to force your opponent to block you or something like that. So you don't have to attack with your weak cards. You might want to if you are going to play red Moxie. But if you're playing black Moxie, you might not want to attack with them before you got some gear on them. And a grenade launcher, for those who don't know, the grenade launcher is a contender weapon that once attached, you can, during your primary phase, you can play either black or red. And you can attach a grenade to one of your opponent's clash cards without paying it. The whole workaround with grenades is that you play them and attach them, but then you have to attack with that, and then you can put it on something. Now you can just launch it, and it's not that expensive either, and it's on uncommon level, so it'd be fairly general use. So all of this just to say, I should have done my research better. I think Moxie, especially in what I've started talking about as a pools setup, a pool deck or pool format, where you don't use the epics, is going to be much stronger when Genesis Returns comes out. So I might have to eat my not too proud words about Moxie. But we'll see about that. Maybe it's just black Moxie that'll be good, and red Moxie is sort of a meh card. I don't think so, though. I'm in doubt, at least. So that was the one thing I want to talk about. The other thing is, there's two other things actually. For Genesis Returns, there is a new thing coming as well. It's not completely new. So we had Genesis the Adaptable, I think, was spoiled way back, which is a blue-red dual color clash card, and we had an was it an epic clarity or something like that, really high rarity clarity before that, which were dual color, which was white black. Now with Genesis Return, we get in uncommon, we get one of every color combination, dual color combination, a clash card. For what I've seen, they're just plain clash cards. There's nothing special going on with them, at least for what's been picked up by this bloke on Discord. But the fact that there is now a dual color clash card for every combination means that we are starting into a territory where you are less, where your resources, your colors available and resources are less problematic than they used to be. That is not a huge thing in terms of how many cards are involved, but it's a huge thing when you play it, when you have to run multicolored decks. Anyone who ever played Magic in a more than a monocolor knows that having the right resources available can be super, super important. It hasn't been that much of a problem in Alpha Clash, at least not for me, the decks I've played. But then again, I never played more than two colors. But this is really opening the door to much more complex strategies. So good on you. I think those will be sort of a history turning point for Alpha Clash. And finally, the final note before I let you go for this time. I know I mentioned this before. I'm going to ClashCon this December. And at ClashCon, I am working really hard to have sort of promotional boosters as a giveaway. I've asked if it was okay, and it's okay as long as I'm not selling it. I'm not selling it. I am giving away token booster packs from just one pack. So in that token booster pack, this is the plan for now. It might change. There will be a War Minion, there will be a Nova token, there will be a badge, of course, and there will be an Eternal Draken, because that is the booster, that is the tokens besides the portal that's in the game. And I want to give that away. Only I need to commission some art for that. So on my Instagram, I made a reel with the 3 different artists' version of War Minion, and I want to hear your opinion on which one I should go with. So I'm going to leave a link in the description, and I want you to go and tell me in comments there, which, or in comments to this video, that's fine as well, which one of the 3 artists, which one of the 3 artists I should go with. 1, 2, or 3. I'm really excited to see who I should continue working with towards December. So let me know, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.